What's going on?
Every time.
They're not ready. They gave full control tonight of the panda, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
they did.
I'm in charge
Yep.
of this and that, and we'll see where this is gonna end up at, is all I'm saying. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Sip and Smoke episode of the Leap and Ash podcast. And as you can see, we got invaded by the Misfits tonight, but we will get to them momentarily, guys. Once again, guys, I'm your host, one of them anyways. Panda baby, let's go. Today, normally on the top left is normally Bougie Don, but Bougie Don's got an upgrade. We got Bougie Don 2.0. We got my boy Ernie. What's up, Ernie?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Big dog, what you smoking on? You sipping on anything too?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually smoking the aging Room Quattro.
Nice.
One of my favorites. And some Balvenie 14.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, coming in hot. What says you to the top right? We got the Cajun Cigar Rack Blend. What up, dog?
Squeak.
Squeak, baby.
No, since Don's not here, he's not here, I got to represent. So I'm smoking the AJ Fernandez cottage cheese. Blue cheese. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Was that Toe Jam?
Toe Jam.
You got to quit looking at Panda's ass.
I know. So yeah. So since Don's not here, I got to represent. So.
And what are you drinking?
I am Whalers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, guys, we've seen him before. The Mr. Flashy himself, Smokey G. Vince, what's going on, Gary?
What up?
What are you smoking?
Man, I got my order in yesterday from Vamp Cigars, and so it is the Marvel tonight.
Oh,
let's get it over there. If I can turn it right. See this camera thing back there throwing me off. But yeah,
bravo.
I did have the Blood of Vlad a while ago, and
what are you drinking? Your Topo Chico again?
No. I took the time and I did a little brewing on my own today.
Okay.
And I have the finest cup of community coffee in this part of the world. So, yeah, that's South Louisiana community coffee.
Okay.
There you go.
And we got no other than the head Misfits, the OG himself, Cigar Man. Once again, he'll be like a doorknob. Everyone taking a turn on him. What up, Tommy baby? Well, what are we smoking on? What are we sipping on?
I am smoking one of the issues BTCs.
Nice.
Better than a Cuban.
And what are you drinking with?
Diet Pepsi tonight.
Okay. As long as it's not Dr. Pepper, because you smoke one of the issues cigars with the Dr. Pepper, it's over.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And your boy Panda tonight, he's smoking the. This is one of my go-tos. I absolutely love this one. Is the Trinidad Espiritu number 2. And I will be pairing that bad boy with my gin and tonic, St. Augustine gin and tonic as always. And ladies and gentlemen, Waldo is in the building.
Oh, nice.
Waldo is in
the building. Baby. What's up?
Man, what's going on with you, baby?
Oh, man. What's up with you, big dog?
Man, since you asking what's going on with the what you drinking, what you smoking, I got the MX2, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
A little Sprite to go with it.
Okay. Nice.
What up, Big E?
What's going on?
The countdown is on.
Yes.
Big E in the house.
Yes. So before we get to that, before we get to next week's adventure, before we get there, guys, I want to give a couple of shout outs to the people that are already here. Brent, how you doing, my brother? Adrian, I'm in charge of everything tonight, buddy. Everything, boy.
Freaking scary.
Anything you want.
Everything.
MacGyver.
Anything you want.
That's right. Well, so I'll kind of give a shout out to everybody that's on here. You got Luis from His and Hers, Gabe, Brent, Hologram. Here we go. We finally made it. Oh man, we appreciate you guys' support. Actually, Luis, like you guys know, he rolls his own cigar. I smoked one of his cigars, one of them that I bought from his lounge that he made. Great smoke, guys. Absolutely great smoke. Who's this here? Oh, okay. What's going on, buddy? Glad you're able to see. Oh, look at this. He's always glad you're able to see over your desk. Hey, I got a couple of phone books underneath me. So it's all good.
Josephus.
Yeah, it's with Josephus. And that's in there. Guys, listen, we're gonna kind of, as we always do, we got a couple of topics. You guys that are on the comments there watching along, I want to hear you guys input on this, because I think these 4 questions that we came up with, honestly, everyone has come across it, has an opinion on it. And what we're going to do, we're going to just get straight to it. And basically is in regards to the cigars, right? Because I sent everybody a couple of questions, and as always, I mixed them all up. So my very first question is, and we've all ran into this in one form or another, in regards to a cigar becoming bitter, right? We've all had that happen to us in one form or another. Why do you guys think a cigar gets bitter? What makes a cigar get bitter? I'm going to start off with you, Ernie.
It could be a couple things. When I first started smoking, one of the things I noticed is when you turn on that cigar, don't burn it, because you will get that bitterness right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Overheating cigar is not good. Another thing that happens to me often is just because Pete, I'll turn on the cigar and I'll leave it there. Now the cigar does not go to waste in my house. So the next day if it's there, I'm lighting that bad boy up, and you will get that bitterness. You will.
I can't do that. That's one thing that I've tried. I just cannot, especially a second day old cigar. I don't care what cigar it is. I just cannot relight it. Maybe in an hour or two, some cigars are able to kind of get refreshed somewhat, but they're never ever the same, from that initial spark.
Yeah,
you know what I
but
mean?
I look at it like you eat a steak dinner, and it's not going to be the same the next day, but you're still going to eat it.
You're right.
Listen,
I can't let go of my cigar to waste, man.
And make it taste better.
Hey, I don't got your money, Panda. I don't roll the way you do. I don't roll the way you do.
Hold on, because I have some of these here. Hold on, because I got to find them. I got to find. See, now I got to find it, man. This is where JJ. This is it. I'm telling you, man. This is what I got to deal with. So, what says you, Glenn? What do you think makes a cigar get better?
Well, in the quantum theory of it all, when you take a spectrum and it releases into the atmosphere, when the side petroleum goes 3 ways, yes, and then 3 stars align to Venus, and then that's what it is.
I couldn't agree more.
I know, man. That is insane, dude. But yeah, listen, we've all had it, right? The relighting is definitely one of those things that will definitely have that cause that bitterness. Another thing also, guys, if you constantly are puffing hard and making it hot, that's another thing. You got some people that just do not know how to just slow down and just enjoy the cigar.
That's better.
Yeah. What says you, BC? What up, Pedro? What up? What says UPC? Can you hear me? Going once, going twice.
Uncle
What
PC.
big dog? Gary, what says you?
Oh, there he goes. Hey,
Waldo
you didn't have to
got dumped.
boot him, bro. That's, you know, of course, the relight, letting one sit too long and relighting it. That we, like you said, we've probably all experienced that. Beyond that, I've had 2 cigars since I've started smoking again, cigars again over the, back in 2023, I guess, 2022, something like that. And that were just disgusting. And I have no idea what caused it at all. I just know that, I've smoked through some bad spots in cigars. And once you get down to the second half, they always get better, fortunately. But, I've thrown away 2 cigars at a halfway point and said, I just can't take this anymore. And I'm not going to throw them out there who they were. Could have been just that one cigar in that line. But yeah,
See,
just the relighting is the only one I can
well,
definitely.
you make a valid point because there is one particular company that I've recently tried, and am I echoing?
Just a tad.
So to me, like I think that that just lost my train of thought because of that. The company, right? So I had this one company, the cigar. I tried to make it to like finish that first third, and that cigar to me was just so bitter that I could not, for whatever reason, I could not get that taste off my palate. And it destroyed my palate for almost the whole day. You know what I mean? And there's nothing worse, right? Because you have a long day, you light up a good cigar, and so you think it's gonna be a good cigar, and it does not pan out the way you hope it does. You know? But yeah. How about you, Tommy boy?
Anything that's infused, I cannot. I got 3 of them the other day, and they're so strong infused, you can't stand the smell of them even. But when they're infused, it does that taste in your mouth of what am I smoking? I mean, it's not even a cigar to me.
No. Well, I mean,
it's just
listen, remember, guys, every type of cigar in one form or another is all subjective in what you like. I mean, listen, I've seen some big burly men, big old boys, and they want that fat bottom Betty, they want the Cuba Cubas, they want the Tabacs, and that always seems to amuse me for whatever reason. To see these big guys rolling on their Harleys and they want to smoke a fat bottom Betty.
They want to smoke it because of the name.
Yeah, I get it. But it's just crazy. Smoking one too fast sometimes makes it. Yes, and that's exactly it. You burn. You end up. What's up happening? That too could cause that tar, right? We've had that conversation in the past in regards to, tar buildup. And and that's the worst, right? Because then you just can't get rid of the tar, and now that cigar is completely destroyed, absolutely destroyed. Yep. So it leads on to my next question, guys, and this is we all know this is a myth.
Hey, Panda, I'm gonna pass it to PC.
You gonna pass it to PC? Look at you. Oh, you're back.
Get his chance.
I didn't want to interrupt you, man. So But anyway, in this segment, I'm going to answer this question.
I'm never going to be in charge again.
But I'm like this. I think it's a combination of things that causes a cigar to be, bitter or whatever. One, I think it's the humidity. Two, it may be tobacco that's not ready. And 3, how are you smoking it? Most of the time, you get the bitterness. For me, is at the end of the cigar after you put a lot of heat on it, and it could have smoked very well through the first, second, and then got to the third, and it got bitter because of the heat that's coming through the that you're pulling through the tobaccos or whatever. So, and it may just it's a combination of things for me.
Wow. Well, listen to that knowledge. See what we almost missed out on?
Yep.
Did you see what we just almost missed out on? Panda almost messed that up.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. But it is true. The tobacco, the humidification plays a big part. Big, and that causes what? We all know that a cigar that has a lot of humidity, what are you doing? You're constantly relighting.
Right.
And there's nothing worse than you having to continue to relight a cigar.
Well, what I've always said, and I've said this to everyone, all my friends, family, loved ones, real close.
You got friends and family?
And people across Discord. PC is not just a hunk.
He's not just Glenn's man crush.
I'm here for my good looks and my good looks only, man.
There you go, bro.
It's a blessing and a curse. I know. I get
DC, let them know that you're no Fredo. You know things.
Hey, you know, I may be a silverback, but I also like a duck. I let the water and the haters roll off my fur.
Nah, guys. Hey, Tom, are we ready for the second question?
Yes, sir.
I was just doing what you said a while ago. I
You're
passed
right.
it to the
No, you're
next
right.
guy.
Listen, I'm just busting chops. You're absolutely right.
At least Tom listens.
And I appreciate it, man. Because listen, we almost missed out on that knowledge, man. And what he said was he brought some valid points. So here's some more knowledge so we can share. And I'm sure everyone here has seen this or heard about this in regards to the myth or the perception that just because you pick up a cigar that has a dark wrapper, that is going to be a very strong cigar.
Oh, yeah.
What says you, Glenn?
For the longest time, I thought that was the truth. You know, I did. I really did. I would put dark wrapper as strong cigar as I'm in a lounge.
Mm-hmm.
But when I smoke this, and I keep bringing it up, y'all going to get sick of me saying it, the Black Pearl, the Perla, it's got a dark wrapper, but it's not anything strong at all. And I was like, what in the world? And that was, a lesson to me, like, but yeah, definitely no.
How about you, Tom? What do you say about that, Tom?
I've come to find out over the last year or so that I wouldn't smoke Connecticut's. And there's some Connecticut's out there are pretty strong, and they're light wrappers. They come. And it's not true. I think it's a myth because you can get some pretty strong Connecticut's if you really find the right cigar.
And there is, right? Because there are some Connecticut, and I wouldn't say this particular cigar I'm about to mention is a Connecticut. I think more of a Sumatra, but it's more, it's in between. But the thing is that it's the Nicotina by Warp, right? The Nicotina Warp, it looks very deceiving. That cigar, at first glance, looks like it's a medium cigar at best, right? Because the wrapper, you look at the wrapper, but once you light that bad boy up, it is a massive pepper bomb. It has full flavor, nothing that you would ever expect. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy. What about you, Ernie? You see that?
Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, normally most cigars that are dark usually tend to be Maduro on the stronger side, but sometimes you will get that cigar that has that dark wrapper and it's not strong, right? Because what the cigar, that's just a wrapper. The wrapper can consist of cocoa, maybe some spices, coffee flavors, but it's what's in that filler of that cigar. That's what really makes the strength of the cigar, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, right? If it has some strong ligero in there,
right.
Because the ligero will give it some spice. It'll slow the burn down a little bit and kind of somewhat balance whatever filler you guys have and put in the cigar.
And it works vice versa because you have I have opuses in there that they might seem like a medium cigar and they got some serious kick in it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, can I say this real quick? It's you know how you have your, and I'm just speaking plain English. Your big cigars, your big fat long cigars. Then you have your little bitty cigarillos.
Yep.
Same thing. Some of them cigarillos will blow them
Right.
jokers out of.
There you go. I was just about to say that.
Lanceros.
Lanceros is one of those cigars that if you don't know about Lanceros or cigars in general, in regards to that Vitola, I'm gonna tell you right now, you get more strength in one of those cigars than you get in a Gordo, because remember it's less filler, right? It's a lot less filler in there, so you need to put whatever notes you want in there ASAP, and bunch it up. Nah, but what about you, PC?
When I look at a dark wrapper or a dark colored cigar, a Maduro, I don't think strength. I think smoothness, because I'm actually looking at the structure and the oils that's coming out of it. And like Ernie said, there's a combination of what you get out of it because of the fillers. Most likely, it's got some Lajero in it, or double Lajero, or that 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 adds to the strength of the cigar. But when I see a dark wrapper or a Maduro, I'm looking for the smoothness of it, the cream, all the citrus, the whatever that you think, the floral, whatever you think you can get out of it. That's what I think of a dark colored cigar or wrapper or something of that nature. But I'm interested to know what Gary thinks.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to lead into this behind that.
Just
but,
remember, Gary, it's only another 37 minutes, so we ain't got much time.
yeah. So, well, all right, everybody kick back, get some coffee and a cigar.
Oh my God, bro.
But the deal is, you know, so there's two subjects there we talked about. We talked about the size and the dark wrapper. It ended up, and I absolutely ruined the first Lancero I ever smoked, and it happened to be $100 Lancero, and I had no idea how to smoke one. And I was sitting there smoking with Tom and them that night, and took an Opus X and smoked it too fast and too hard, and it was disgusting. And so, but there's some. I like the way PC put that about the oils in the dark wrapper and all that. I didn't really kind of realize, but and you don't have to hide the women when I come down. But there's just something about that smooth dark wrapper that just is so attractive. And
Yep.
when I go into a cigar store, I'm 9 times out of 10 going to buy basically almost the darkest cigar I can find, and it's not due to strength, because strength is in the nicotine, correct? But it's due to
Correct.
flavor.
What's
So
crazy is, Gary, I'm not mean to cut you off. What's crazy is all I wanted to do was smoke light wrappers
Yeah.
because of the mentality I had.
Yeah. So, but the flavors that seem to hit my palate, and I can't define citruses and oaks and coffees. Every now and then I get a hint of clove. Like 3 times in the past 4 years, there's a hint of clove, because that's a very distinctive taste. But the other night on one of Ish's cigars, eucalyptus, I got a hit of eucalyptus, and Ish said, "Yep, that's possible in that cigar right there." So I actually nailed one there. That's 2 flavors or tastes that I pulled out of a cigar in 4 years. And and back to you, Panda.
Good.
And he keeps signaling, so I figure I better stop now.
No,
Hey,
you good. No,
can I
I mean,
expound?
Lefty says a short story, Gary.
Can I expound?
Yes.
Hey, you also have to look at what have you eaten that day too, which
Yeah.
could add to your smoke, as far as spice,
Mhm.
peppers, or whatever. Depends on
Right.
whatever your diet is. So we always got to throw that in the mix. Like you say, when you're looking for strength of a cigar, and you taste something a little bit stronger than what you think, it may just be what you've eaten that particular day.
Yeah.
And I keep interrupting everybody, but I want to say when this started, I mean, seriously, when this
You go,
this
Panda.
journey started, I mean, Panda was there at the beginning, and I mean, this dude was a world of freaking knowledge, and I'm still a rookie. If I smoked 15 years, I mean, Panda's still 15 years ahead of me, or 20, or 30, and I'll still be getting information, but from the beginning. And guys, if you ever have questions or anything, I'm telling you, Panda, he's not a know-it-all, but this dude knows his stuff. He knows his stuff.
In other words, he's a know-it-all.
So that's why Glenn's on the show now.
Some people might agree with you, Glenn.
And just thinking about following Hayes Gray to Georgia this weekend along with HDS. You know what? I actually, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I tried, but unfortunately, I was gonna try to see if I could do a surprise trip up there, but it just didn't pan out because work just did not cooperate with me this week. But what is this? And Penny Glenn is really, it's all good. Yeah, listen, I get it. But listen, I've never claimed to know it all. But I truly believe in myself in the sense that I think I can hold my own in any room. You know what I mean? And I take pride in the stuff that I've taken the time to learn in regards to this industry. Great, Gary.
So something Glenn said sparked a memory. So I've been smoking cigars for 45 years. I'm 63. And but I had gotten away from them for quite a while. And but back in the late 80s, early 90s, when we'd all go out and drink a Black and Tan and a Jameson Irish sitting at the bar. You could sit at the bar and smoke a cigar. There was one and only one cigar I would buy. And that was it was sealed in a glass tube, the Monte Cristo in a glass tube with that wax seal. And I tried another brand or two, and I just can't. And it was a light cigar, and can't remember I don't even think it's in production anymore. But I would smoke 2 or 3 of those a week, just one a night. Where now I'm smoking 3 to 5 a day.
Wow, nice.
And I've had to slow down because I'm on the weekends. I'm 5 cigars guaranteed, man. I'm definitely 5 guys. Panda has to fight first. What the heck is it? Panda has the first flight after the show. He's planning to get there. Oh my Lord, Angel, you too much. But
but look here. Hey, let me do this real quick. I want to say what's up to Hayes Gray, man, because I was down in Pensacola today, and I should have just reached out to my guys and said what's up, man. But I was tied up and I couldn't get with you like I wanted to. But what's happening, Pedro? I saw you was in the comments early.
And before we move on, guys, as you guys know, Hayes Gray is the new and proud sponsor of the Leaf and Ash podcast. So I'm going to take a brief moment and give you a shout out to them. Hold on.
Savor every moment with Hayes Gray Cigars. Each blend is crafted for bold flavor, veteran-inspired character, and premium construction. From smooth and approachable to rich and complex in flavor, Hayes Gray delivers a cigar for every palate. Now available our new release, Irmãos do Mar. Order Hayes Gray Cigars online at Fat Boys Cigars and from Wolfpack Cigar Club and the Cigar Vault, Oakdale. Visit our website for a list of nationwide retail lounges and to grab some cool Hayes Gray merch to rep our brand. As always, we've got your sticks.
Heck yeah.
There you
Let me
go.
say this. Thank you, JJ. I freaking love JJ.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and listen, I want to, like I said, you guys, I know Angel's going to bust my chops again. You know, I know he's gonna bust my chops. You guys in these Boss Banda had to do a lot of dirty things to get that sponsorship. No, we see the door is always open, brother. Call and text away. Yeah, and listen, I've I've gotten very close to Rue and Val and Pedro, and we're looking at doing a lot of collaborations. As you guys know, we're working on something for October with the TPA. It's a TPA cigar fest, association with Hayes and bonded by the Leaf. So we're working, we're finalizing the details. We're getting some other things etched in stone so that we could honestly start advertising it for October. But yeah, we absolutely love these guys. But
Yeah, we do.
moving on, guys. So here's a question: straight cut, V cut, angle cut, perfect cut. What cuts are you basically? Yeah, I'm gonna go for you guys, man. What says you?
All right. So I've had guys say, you cut it toward the roof of your mouth, you'll do this. Okay, you'll cut it straight cut and you'll do this. V cut will do this. Okay. Oh, you guys are gonna hate me for this. But can I say it?
Say it.
Bullshit.
The bullshit.
Bullshit.
Nabushi?
I like the V cut. And the reason why, because whenever I draw, I can feel it sort of, doing a tornado. So quit, you perverts. Doing, some weird thing in my mouth, sort of mixing itself up. That's why I like a V cut. The straight cut, I do not like. Toward the roof of my mouth, I don't see how that makes any sense. If you like it, you like it. You can explain it to me. I'll happily try it. And I'm probably pissing a lot of people off, but I like the V cut.
But listen, it's preference, right? And right there, and I believe, I don't know if this is Luis or Carmen, we both, but it depends on the cigar mood, right? Because I know what I've put myself doing on torpedoes. I prefer to use a V cut, or if I'm not going to use a V cut on a torpedo, I like an angle cut. And that, to me, my go-to, guys, is the perfect cut. I love my perfect cut, and with this, I absolutely love on the torpedo. Grab it on an angle, stick it on there, and just cut on it, and you get a nice 45-degree angle. But it definitely depends on the cigar for me. There's certain cigars that I like a little punch, right? If I know that the cigar, it's a very airy cigar, I don't want a big cut. I don't want to be able to, when I take a pull on the cigar, that I don't want a bunch of smoke. I want to control the smoke. You know what I mean? So I can enjoy every drag that I take. But what says you, Ernie?
First, I want to tell everybody to please like and subscribe. Right? Me, I keep it simple. I like the straight cut or the perfect cut. Or whatever's available. I don't fall in that myth. One is better than the other. I'm not really a punch guy, but straight cut or perfect cut.
Mm. And what about you, PC?
Well, man, I think I got 3 cuts that I like to go to. Like tonight, I'm with a straight. I'm with a punch, simply because that's all I got on the back of my lighter here is a straight punch. Now, if I'm smoking a Lancero, which I really like Lanceros, I'll go with a straight cut. I'll use my perfect cut. And every so often, depends on if I got a torpedo or a larger ring cigar, I'll go with a V cut. And it's like you said, it's all preference at that point. Depends on what you're smoking and what type of smoke you want to have. But I really, my go-to is a punch or a straight cut.
Mm. Mm. Oh. How about you, Gary?
Well, so I use three different cutters, and but even with this, I almost go for the perfect cut type cut. I don't cut the whole foot off of it, and just depends on the cigar. With a torpedo, I'm going to either go slant cut or V cut, but most of my, as you can see, let's see, I hate that. That was cut with this. And I just try to skim that tip right off of there like a perfect, because I don't have any of my puffer cutters out here. So, but
So
I
why?
have,
So why? Everybody said torpedo V cut. Why?
Well, to me, what I like, you get if you go with a guillotine cutter, right? You have a chance of going below the cap. Okay, if you do, now mind you, if you don't know how to do an angle cut on the torpedo, you could also unravel it just the same. You know what I mean? But what's good about having a V cut, especially on a torpedo and a cigar, your saliva doesn't saturate the tobacco as much, right? Because it's a little deeper, the angle is a little deeper, so you'll get somewhat of a better draw. You know, so I mean, that's basically. So like somebody said, I'll use a V cut like on a Gordo. I'll do a crown cut. You guys know what a crown cut is, right?
Yes. Yes.
You know, you take it this way and then turn it opposite, and you do, you know. So and depending on the cigar, once again, it's all preference. It really is. It depends on the mood. What do you have handy? What's accessible to you? You know, and you guys know that I'm a big advocate of cutters. I'd rather spend more money on a cutter than a lighter. Right?
Most definitely.
You know, because if you could always find something to light your cigar, but all it takes is for you to buy an inexpensive $2, $3 cutter. Don't get me wrong, if that's all you have, then use it. But to me, if you're gonna spend money on any accessory, spend the money on a quality cutter. You know, because you know you don't want to ruin a very good cigar or that experience.
Well, I'll say this too. If you got like those keychain cutters or something like that, or the hole punch, they dull really quickly, and after a while you'll ruin your cigar trying to punch it, or you know, do something totally different if you're getting a $2 or $3 or $5 cutter from, you know, just your mom and pop stores or whatever. So you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You know, and just be real about it. You know, most of the cigars cost, you know, a certain amount of money that you don't want to ruin the stick for yourself.
Right.
So you want to make sure you get a good smoke, but you know, to each his own.
Yeah. A good cutter definitely makes a difference.
Oh, absolutely, man.
100%.
You know, I've had multiple people ask me, you know, in regards to what accessories to buy. And, you know, whether it's a traveling humidor, I go, dude, spend your money on a good quality cutter. What's that? Yeah, Gary.
And guys, if you like to lick your cigar before you cut it, please don't ask to borrow a cutter. Bring your own cutter. Bring your own cutter.
So I got a question, Ken. No, this is never mind. This is fun.
We're separated, now working on improving the setup. Oh, nice.
I got a different question for you though. When you do go to the lounge and stuff, you know, you loaning out your cutters and stuff. Do you track your accessories when you're in the lounge to make sure you get it back because it's your good cutter, or you just kind of hope that it come back to you like a
I'm going to tell you right now, there's only one person that I actually allowed to use my cutter.
Oh my gosh, I feel it.
All right, and that's this guy right here.
Oh no, y'all tongue kissed. Y'all tongue kissed before.
I'm going to tell you right now. Listen, I have a cutter specifically that's in the lounge in my locker. And
sorry,
I'll literally say, okay, listen. I tell him, I said, let me see your cigar. And if I see that it's wet, buddy, you could go use the house cutter or what. You ain't using my cutter.
Right. I just want to add to that. I just remember a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago, we went to the Smoke Inn in Boynton Beach. It was on the weekend, on a Saturday night. You and I went to smoke. So there was a group of guys that didn't have a cutter. So they took Pete. Pete says, I guess he felt bad. I looked at Pete. Okay. The guy grabbed the cutter, cut the cigar, went like this, put it in his mouth. It's not enough. Cut it again. And Pete said, "Oh my
shit."
God.
Let me say. I'm just going to say this because I'm fishing for something. So I've got a lighter. Can I say this, Panda?
No, go for
I've got a lighter. It's a Cigar Bro lighter.
Oh, nice.
And this V cut is freaking awesome. And it's sharp. I've had this lighter for 2 years. It's sharp. And that is what got me stuck on V cuts. And Cigar Bro, if you're in the house, dude, send us some.
Oh, hold on. If you're gonna promote, go ahead, promote, man.
Yeah.
What?
Bro, if you're in the house, send us some, man, so we can do this. We can, I'm with the first gen. I got the first gen. I need second and third, fourth gen.
There you go.
I mean, this is a 3 flame right here. Boom.
I like a triple flame, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I add one more thing to that? I do have plenty of lighters, right? God knows I have a lot of lighters here that have cutters. Even if my lighter has a cutter, I prefer to use a cutter like this versus the one in the lighter, because that's more for the emergency. Because sometimes I feel when you put that cigar in that cutter, like it's pushing the cigar to one end. And sometimes if you're not careful, it could crush it or damage the cigar.
Well, I want to combat that. So, with the Cigar Bro lighter, it's specifically a limit. I'm joking, bro.
What are we doing? Infomercials now? Oh my
God!
Are you being sponsored and nobody knows?
His nickname is Vanna.
Yeah, exactly. So listen, I always prefer a perfect cut for the mere fact that you can never screw up a cut. You can never screw up a cut. And I want to address a comment here. Hold on, I gotta find it. Hold on, because now I know who's this. Okay, so this is Carmen from his and her, Luis's wife.
Oh no!
And she, another proud Puerto Rican, Ernie. She talked about how she gonna whoop me in dominoes. So we got to take a drive to over there. Like, oh my God, just had a brain fart. Holy cows, man! To his and hers, and we got to go out there and represent, bro. We got to go out there and represent.
They haven't seen the Uchas in action. They haven't seen the Uchas in action.
I know they haven't seen the Uchas in action, man. But it's funny. I told Luis when I was there, I said, "This is the problem. If I end up beating her, right, I'm never be ever allowed to go back to Coco. Never." And she's like, "Yeah, it's never gonna happen." I go, "Okay." Oh man. But guys, we're already 44 minutes in, and we still got one more question before we go and talk about next week.
Yep.
And this here, guys, look at this.
Hey, wait a minute! You're not gonna let me talk about my
Let's
cut?
go! I love you.
Okay.
Do it. I'm telling you. You can tell she can. You can tell she can talk a good game, bro.
Hey, Panda.
That's what I told them.
Hey, Panda.
I was thinking just invite her up to Burn, and that way y'all can make a weekend out of it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry.
So, I prefer a V cut. I even do it on my torpedoes. I do it at an angle. But now on my bigger cigars, I do a ring. I do a perfect cut, a straight cut on most of them, because that's all I got that'll fit them, especially the 990s. 990 takes that little sliver off. Perfect draw on it, man. You can't beat it. But everything else is a V cut. My Lanceros V cut them. It's just what I prefer.
So this is my argument. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Tom. My biggest argument that this is the reason why I don't use the V cut on a regular cigar outside of a torpedo. Most torpedo cuts are deep cuts.
Right.
You know what I mean? For me, it's too deep of a cut. And if you don't watch it, monitor it, right? That's a decent cut. But most V cuts are very deep. You know what I mean? I don't care for that deep of a cut on my torpedoes. That's why I prefer an angle cut. on it. But all right, guys, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm never going to be allowed to run the
I'm
show.
gonna pass it back to Panda.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Somebody's listening. So now, guys, I want, include, especially the guys that are on the comment section that are watching. I want to hear your guys' opinion about this question. And there's a lot of them out there. What particular cigar do you guys find that people constantly rave about for us or for me? There's a couple of them that you feel that are overrated. Yeah, because there's a bunch of underrated cigars. We could go all day on that. You know what I mean? But what would say to you? Do you know? How about you? I'm gonna start off with you, Gary.
Well, I'm going to hit hard from the start because it's a great cigar, but it did not deserve Cigar of the Year again in 2025, and that is the Judge. Love that cigar, but there were so many better cigars new to the market that came out that year, and it's a great cigar, but just didn't deserve it again,
Yeah,
and that's
the Judge is
anyways.
a good cigar. You're absolutely right. But there are other cigars in that line to me that are much better.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I'm,
that too,
you know,
but
so
yeah, for
that's
that one
my
to make that stuck in my craw and has since it happened. So
for people are pushing the pan
They're
today.
gonna hate me for this.
well,
Like,
I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm a H99 guy on when it comes to the Liga. So
those who know me well. I'm a big Liga 9 guy.
I'm a big league in
So
that.
the problem is that those of us that have been smoking the Liga 9 since the birth of them have come to the realization that they're not the same of when they first came out.
yeah,
They're not close. And in my opinion, that has a lot to do with them being bought out by Swisher Sweets. You know what I mean? And it's no longer about you know quality as
Quality.
opposed to quantity. You know what I mean? And when you do that, you know, you now you just push your tobacco out, right? And
Hmm.
to
yeah.
me, when Nick Melillo and that other individual made that cigar, to me, I think Nick Melillo has kind of duplicated, if not made it a little better, stronger, is with the Tabernacle. I think that is a very close um, mirror image of the original League of Nine. Yeah, Jazz, I know who it was. I just didn't want to mention his name.
Nah.
Can
So
I say
Yeah, he
mine?
gets no props on this show.
yeah, so here's one that and Lefty. What do you? Maybe I
Yeah,
have my opinion on this. What do
I
you
have
guys
to
feel
agree with
about this?
Lefty on that. I have to agree with Lefty on that one.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
we had spoke about that behind closed doors. In short, that to me, I think the Andalusia Bowl, it's such a difference from their regular core line because LFD is so notorious for the Ligero, double Ligero, triple Ligero, and it's such a very strong line of tobacco. So when they came out the Andalusia Bowl with the Salomon style, which is so different, within itself, people have gravitated. I've seen people and I've heard that one cigar in some states are like $75 for that one cigar. I
Yeah.
go, you out of your mind. I would never pay $75 for an Andalusia Bull. But what says you, Ernie? What cigars out there you feel that overrated?
That are overrated. I don't know if I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, but I'm gonna say Davidoff for the price point.
Mm.
I smoked me one the other day. I was in a lounge. I'm like, no, let me just try one. And I said for this price point, I would have been more happier just getting me a Padron 40th anniversary. And that's just me.
damn.
Mm.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Agreed.
How about you, PC?
Well, I'm thinking of two cigars. You just brought one of them up, which is the Andalusian Bull. There was a lot of hype around it when it came out
Yeah.
about a year or so ago, and they were giving them out at my lounge. And when I did get a chance to smoke it, it wasn't it wasn't the bang that I normally get out of LFDs, and it was a mild to medium for me. And the other one is the Legal 52, man. I was like, you know, they could have kept this. I wasted some money buying this particular stick, but you know, those are the two that really sticks out to me right now.
Yeah,
But
the T52. Those of us that like the nines aren't too fans of the 52s and vice versa. And
yeah,
ironically enough, to me, another one, and Gary mentioned is the H99. To me, I was very disappointed with the H99 when it came out.
yeah,
Only because I had this conversation before. To me, I don't think that the H99 belongs in the legal line. To
right.
me, it should have been under the underground line.
Yeah.
You know, but
But I also attribute to me being dissatisfied because of the type of cigars that we actually smoke, which is a full body cigar. So I guess I was expecting that to be the case. It'll be more of a full body more so than a medium to mild.
yeah,
Because I love me some LFDs, bro.
yeah, no doubt. The lyrics. Tommy, what says you?
I agree with Gabe and him. The Padron 64, way overpriced, horrible cigar. Could not stand it. That and that green six-sided cigar that Panda just loves. No, I'm kidding, Panda. I told you I gotta revisit that one again.
Six though, man.
I have to revisit that one, okay? I don't mind the black labeled one, but the Padron 64 was just way overpriced. But any Rocky Patel cigar, yeah, just blah.
Oh my lord. So, I've held out to see if any of you guys are going to say what I'm about to say, and this, to me, probably in my opinion, the biggest overrated cigar are
Don't say mine.
no, no, are the Cuban cigars in general. I cannot tell you how many times I hear people say
Thank
the
you,
best
Ernie.
cigar there
Thank
is
you,
is
Ernie.
the Cuban cigar, blah 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 blah. And I look at these individuals, I'm like, apparently you have not been smoking long, or you truly know nothing about cigars.
Right.
If you're telling me that the best cigar out there in the world is a Cuban cigar, then there's something wrong. And that's, I said what I said, and I stand by it.
All right.
Well,
Good.
I think everybody is looking at the fact that that particular cigar has its own reputation, and people are buying it because of the reputation. And I've never smoked a Cohiba, and I have no desire to want to smoke one, to be honest with you. And I've been gifted Cohibas, and I know people that smoke them, and I re-gifted those cigars to those people that I know smoke
Well, if you ever
Well,
get any, you could gift them to me.
them. Will do.
Panda, I'm gonna say something to Jams. This BTC that Ish has out, Banff Cigars has,
Oh my gosh.
it's
Amazing.
damn good. Yeah, real good.
You forgot me, Andy.
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass it to Glenn.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. Really, for sure. But Licencia,
Dude.
no,
Man.
no,
Dude,
no,
come
no,
on, man.
nope, 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 yep, nope. Stick it. I'm just telling you, the I played the game with the guys. Here's the Placencia. Here's this Placencia. The first probably half. If you want to learn about bitter people, go smoke a Placencia. Then you'll learn about bitter. Now Penna's
What?
ignoring me. But anyways,
Man.
Hey,
I'm with you, Ernie, on
that
the
puppy dog
Cubans.
back up.
I'm
Did
with you,
somebody
Ernie,
say
on the Cubans.
He's
You
gonna
know,
mute you
and
now,
all that
Glenn.
tells me is that between Glenn and Tom, they need to revisit and readjust their palates And I wanted to say something. I'm not going to say it because this is a family show. So, but you know, but I'm going to say, and I was gonna bust a joke, and
Well, it's
but
they got
yeah,
to
but
stop. They
it's a
got to
family
stop
show.
smoking those big ring gauges with the dark wrappers.
Yeah,
Well, I think when it comes to placencias, man, I think most people
That
are
has
looking
nothing to do
forward
with
to.
me.
I think most people are looking for the placencias to be, um,
Come
let's
on,
say, filled with Lajero or something of that nature.
preach,
But
preacher.
I think you're missing the point. The cigar is meant to be smoked slowly. Enjoy it. It's gonna and it could take up to 2 hours or it could
Right.
take 3 hours to smoke the cigar, but you
Mhm.
gotta smoke it slowly. You gotta appreciate it because I'm telling you, the placencia is all that in my world.
Meh.
Freaking lurch.
But if
um,
like Ernie said, if anyone one of y'all want to donate some, I'll take a box.
Well,
I'll take 2 boxes.
that might be my problem. I mean, seriously, I might just be too fast, too, I'm not sitting down to in my office, I will,
yeah.
but sometimes I, just like everybody else, we don't. We don't. We're just smoke the cigar to smoke the cigar. But my experience with placencia might have been I smoked it too fast, and I agree with everyone else, you know. But I'm also with Big E, you know. Cuban cigars, if you have a problem with them and you are, mm, I will see my address also.
Yeah.
So,
I just don't get the hype. You know what it is to me? All most Cuban cigars, with the exception maybe if you get a Trubahiki or the Monte Cristo number 2, they're
right.
one dimensional. They're all one dimensional cigars. That's all it is. Ernie's shaking his head, but to me they
No,
are.
no.
Yeah. So, but
Hey,
yeah,
hey! I tell you what, Ernie, give us your synopsis of what a Cuban cigar means to you and how to smoke it, so maybe we can have some appreciation of looking at the stick as
You
a
know,
go-to.
some people mention about bitterness. When they smoke a cigar is bitter. Me being a member in my shop, we normally I don't buy single cigars, right? We buy boxes, right?
Right, right,
And I let my cigar sit before I open that box because a lot of time when you smoke that cigar right away, it's not ready for whatever reason,
right.
Right.
and that could be the case for some people when they smoke a cigar and it's bitter, and I'm like the Placencia, it's not a bitter cigar,
Right.
you know.
Now, Ernie, I'll agree with you. It wasn't bitter. I smoked the green one, the 6-sided one. It just wasn't my profile.
Right.
It just didn't. But now the black label one was, I loved it.
The Alma Fuerte.
yeah.
Yeah.
So no, not that's not the one. This one. So Jams, I agree with you 100%. And I think and we had a conversation about a couple of weeks ago in regards to limited. Do we think limited editions are a scam? Right? To me, they can be, especially for the bigger names. They know that that their fan base is gonna support them. They'll run a limited run of a cigar, right? Because guess what? Guess who's coming out with another limited cigar? Y Picorillo, right? They're doing
Right.
another run, you know.
You know
And
who dropped the ball this year?
who's that?
CAO on the Amazon basin.
Yes.
Yeah, man. You know what?
Totally dropped the ball.
Absolutely right, man. It was. Aaron, did you get to smoke yours?
No, not yet. I'm letting it sit there.
Yeah, you know what? Man, I bought a box. I still have a box of the 2025s, and I think I got maybe 3 or 4. I owe one to Gabe. One is spoken for. Gabe, who was my cameraman. I owe him one, but to me, we could go on and on in regards to LE, limited edition runs. To me, I think, yeah, I think they're a big scam, man. I think they hiked up the price, right? Because you guys understand that the Amazon bases that we get every year, it's not the big one, right? The
Right.
anejos are the ones that you want to catch, and those come out I think every 3 years, and those boxes are through the roof.
So let me say this. I hear you, dog. So everyone, I'm a rookie. I am the new guy of Leaf and Ash. But we are going to be in Florida in West Palm next week. So if anybody is close, near to, or wants to drive down, we are going to be in West Palm. All the freaking cigar and ash, freaking bonded by the leaf. Gary's going to be there. Freaking Ernie, of course, is going to be there. Panda's going to be there. PC's going to be there with his badass. John's going to be there. JJ's going to be there. Hey, guys, we are all going to be there for the great smoke. So come in, meet us, join us, kiss us, love us, give us cigars. We are going to be there.
Kiss him.
Oh, dude, Ricky. Oh my God. I keep on telling Angel, man, not everybody could be 6'3" in life. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what? And that's right, guys. We're all gonna be here. Thursday night, everybody gonna be at the Panda House. We're gonna have dinner here.
Booyah.
We're all gonna get together. We're gonna be doing a live, most likely that Thursday night here at the Panda House, and we'll definitely catch you guys. We already hit an hour, guys. Unfortunately, we were gonna do a giveaway, but we didn't have access to the wheel. So what I promised, next week Thursday, when everybody's here, we'll be giving away at least 2 or 3 giveaways. So you guys stay tuned for next week Thursday, and we'll make it happen. But guys, it's been an hour. Yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody's support. And as always, as you see the bottom, support us, subscribe, share, like. And if one of you guys want to join the crew on the Sip and Smoke, hit me up, hit one of us up, and we'll definitely get you guys on. But any final thoughts, guys? Ernie, I'll start off with you. Any final thoughts, buddy?
Nah, don't leave a cigar to smoke for tomorrow when you can smoke it for today.
Oh, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Smoke them today. Don't leave them for tomorrow.
Next, PC.
Hey man, I'm just excited, man, that we're moving in the right direction, and I appreciate everybody that has come and everybody that's liking and subscribing to the podcast, and look forward to some exciting things coming your way, from the Leaf and Ash podcast, man, and we appreciate our sponsors from Hayes Gray at the same time, and check us out.
No doubt. Glenn.
Don't do tomorrow what you can do today. We're here to love you. We got you. We're here. We're here to inform. We're here to entertain. Gosh, guys, we love you.
What says you? Come on, Gary.
Oh, okay. Guys, if you're having a bad day, you're having a good day, whatever kind of day it is, have a cigar or 5.
5. That's right. 5, right? Sir Tom.
All I'm gonna say is, guys, support these guys. They're great supporters of the Misfits. We're great supporters for everybody. Just support each other. You can be down in your times, but man, if you ever need a good laugh or something, hit up our Discords. Man, do not be afraid to hit the Misfit Discord, hit the Bonded by the Leaf, any of the Discords we're in. It's always a good time.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And guys, I will end the show with this. You know, we greatly appreciate everybody's support. And we all know, I'm gonna take my big old head out of here. We all know that if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm hoping before the end of the year. This is gonna be
crazy.
Panda. That's gonna be me. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. My best friend might never look at me the same, but it is what it is. But guys, we appreciate the love, and we will definitely
For
catch
sure.
you on the next one. As always, guys, see you later.
Peace.
Come on, gay boys.